So this is actually not bad hotel coffee chat. This is good red wine hotel chat. I have a 4 a.m. wake up call tomorrow, and I did not want to shoot a video at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I decided to shoot the video the night after the game. I'm having a glass of Okanagan red, quite good actually, so that's what we're doing. Listen, after that game, probably a good idea to have a glass of something anyway. Ticats lose 40-13 to the BC Lions. You know, the question isn't what happened in that game. That's pretty clear. They got their asses kicked, and that's not my assessment. That's their own assessment. Head coach Kent Austin, a number of the players, very blunt in their assessment of what happened there. They lost the physical battle and made a number of mental and physical mistakes that cost them this football game, and they made no bones about that. The reason is the question really is why, and I think they're, one of the simple explanations is, look, that was it's a game played on 5 days rest, a short week, and you have to make a cross country trip, which has always been tough for Eastern teams to do. So that's a potential explanation. Another potential explanation is the fact that the Lions are in a playoff race. They needed this game to stay in contention to earn a playoff spot. That's a motivating factor. The Ticats maybe took the Lions a little bit too lightly. That was another theory forwarded to me by one of the Ticat players. So, that's another possible explanation. I don't know, man. I mean, look, these games haven't happened as frequently this year as they've happened in the 2 previous years under Austin. There was another one like this at the end near the end of last year in Montreal. Obviously, they lost week 1 last year in Saskatchewan. So, these games do happen. They have not happened to this team this particular year, and I think you'd sort of hope that they were beyond a game like this. But, I think that the easiest way to approach this game, and it was one of the things that was being talked about in the locker room afterwards, just to say, you know what? It's an anomaly. We can learn the lessons we need to learn, but we need to flush it and move on. Because really, the only other plausible explanation is you're just not good enough. And I don't think necessarily that that's the interpretation of this team. I think we're going to chalk it up to a bad night, not necessarily an indicator of what this team is capable of down the stretch and into the playoffs. If this is what they're capable of down the stretch in the playoffs, it won't be going on for very long, because this was awful on a lot of levels. In terms of Vancouver, I did not do a whole lot of adventurous stuff this time around. A shorter trip for me, just in terms of when I got in and when I'm leaving. That's part of the factor too. End of the season, getting close to the end of the season, so I'm not as eager to, do fun stuff necessarily, or go for a big hike or ride my bike up a mountain as I've done in previous years. I did walk around the city though. Amazing. Vancouver is just awesome city. It's one of my favorite road trips, and ate some great food. My favorite sushi joint, Rue 909 on Dunsmuir. Had a meal there, and also went to a place called the Goiza Bar and had ramen, which was delicious as well. So had a couple good meals here at the very least, and did a little shopping. It's great. It's a great town, especially when the weather's good. So that was the only redeeming value to the trip. Certainly the football wasn't tremendous. So anyway, reporting from the Sheridan in Vancouver, I'm Drew Edwards. That was pretty good too, actually.